Yo, what's up? Before we start this video, we're currently on a road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you're interested in my kind of content, please consider subscribing because it would really help out the channel a lot, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So yeah, with all that said, let's get on with the video. Yo, what's going on guys? SEM here, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of a different video. So I'm going to be reviewing these two, or well I guess four knockoff Lego minifigures that I got. Now the reason I said I guess four is because well it's technically four figures because they're kind of like 2-in-1 figures. You will understand once we actually get into the review. But I got these two figures off of eBay. And yeah, these are really cool. But I'll start with Venom and Symbiote Spider-Man. So here's a Symbiote Spider-Man. Now the plastic they used here isn't as good quality as real Lego. It kind of does feel a bit cheap, but it's not the worst thing ever. The printing though, I'd say is pretty spot on. I don't really have any problems with the printing. He has leg printing and arm printing, which is really nice. You kind of get like purple accent lines in there. They kind of give it that comic book feel, and yeah, I really like this figure. So yeah, he also has side torso printing, which is really nice. Lego never does that. I don't think they ever have. I'm not sure actually. They might have in the past, but I really doubt it. I don't think they ever have done that. Fortunately, there's no side leg printing or back leg printing, but you know, that's not really a problem, to be honest. I'm just glad that there's any leg printing. Especially for such a simple design like Symbiote Spider-Man. He really didn't need it, but it is such a nice inclusion. And he does have muscle lines on his arms. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, this is where we'll get into explaining how this is how these are, like, you know, technically two figures, but also technically one. So, if you take off the head and if you take off the arms, these arms are really stiff. Oh my, wow, that is really stiff. But yeah, if you take off the head and the arms, as you can see, you've probably been distracted by this in the background because of how cool it looks. It's this big Venom torso piece. You put it on over the actual minifigure torso, and there you go. Look at that. You've got a big Venom minifigure. Now this is insane. I'll move all these accessory stuff out of the way. This is really crazy. I'd say this might be one of my favorite minifigures I own now. It's just so wacky looking, but also it's so cool. Yeah, you can take these things off if you want, if you don't like those sticking out, because Venom in the comics normally doesn't have any of that going on. So if you would like, you can do that. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like how the legs from Symbiote Spider-Man look on this Venom. I just don't think the purple matches with the rest of this Venom. So I'm just gonna swap these out for just normal black legs and black torso. I think that's better. And that way you can have them both displayed at once. But yeah, I think that looks a lot better. He's really posable. Like really posable. You can do a lot with this guy. You can open his mouth as wide as you want. Well, not obviously, there's a limit, but you can open it pretty wide, and then that tongue can come out. You can remove that. There he is without the tongue if you don't want him with his tongue out. But possibly the coolest. Now I say possibly because there is something else that's really cool about these figures that I will get to. It comes with this face, and there is like a little stud thing inside the mouth and a hole on this piece. So if you wanna put that in here, it's quite hard. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's Eddie Brock. So yeah, it's like an Eddie Brock face print, and you can have him do the displayed like when he does the "We Are Venom" thing. That is so cool. Yeah, I really like how that looks. So yeah, that's just really cool. But now on to the other really cool thing. If you take out the hands, they're really stiff. I'm gonna do this off camera. Okay, so if you take out the hands, the figure comes with these like symbiote weapon pieces. So you can replace the hands with these, which looks really cool. You do get these other options. You get like another axe sort of piece, then this other sword piece. But I've got these ones in right now. Yeah, looks really cool. There's the back of the figure as well, by the way. And yeah, so that's it for Venom. Overall, this is an insane looking figure, and I really recommend getting this. But let's move on. Okay, so the next 2-in-1 figure we're going to be looking at is Anti-Venom. So here's the minifigure. This is, I believe it's just called the Anti-Venom Spider-Man suit. It's from the second PS5 Spider-Man game. Now I haven't played the game, so I'm not too familiar about the suit and like what it's about, but I think it looks pretty cool, and I think it looks pretty much just like what it's meant to be based off. So yeah, he has leg printing and arm printing. This time he actually does have side leg printing as well as side torso printing there, but no back leg printing, but that's fine, I don't really care. Yeah, this is overall I'd say a pretty good figure. But let's take a look at the other version of this figure. So once again, taking off the head and the arms, you can pop this on over the body, and here you have Anti-Venom. So yeah, now this one I think actually looks good with these sort of symbiote pieces coming out of his shoulders. I think that works more for Anti-Venom than it does for, you know, just normal Venom. Just like normal Venom, I'm gonna replace his legs and torso with just plain white ones, and I think that looks better. Not as detailed, but it's more accurate. Yeah, this is really cool. I don't think it's not as good as the Venom one in my opinion. But that's not that it's bad. That's just my own personal opinion, because I just prefer normal Venom than Anti-Venom. I'm not too familiar with Anti-Venom, but I just got this one as well because I thought it looks really cool. Once again, very posable. Although this arm here that I'm moving right now, this one's kind of loose, but that's just a problem on my figure. Not saying that's what it's going to be like for everyone's. Yeah, you can open the mouth. Yep, there you go. And once again, you can take out the tongue. I'm gonna do this off camera. Okay, so once again, you can take out the tongue and replace it with this Eddie Brock face. Because in the comics, I do know this about Anti-Venom. I do know that Eddie Brock is Anti-Venom as well. I know that Anti-Venom has something to do with like Mr. Negative's powers or something. Eddie Brock gets cancer. That's all I know, to be honest. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Again, not as good as the Venom one, but I still think it's cool. Okay, so here once again, you can replace the hands with these symbiote weapon pieces. Here I gave him this sword and this axe piece, but again, it comes with alternate options. You can have this axe or this sword. I think these look better for anti-venom. And yeah. Okay guys, so that's gonna do it for today's video. Overall, I really like these figures. I think they are amazing. I think they're better than a lot of Lego's figures, which is kind of crazy. I mean, Lego really needs to step up their game here, because these knockoff figures are just really good, and from what I've been seeing with knockoff figures, they just seem to keep getting better and better. Meanwhile, Lego's just staying the same, you know, not rarely giving figures arm printing and not giving many figures leg printing either. But then these guys over here are just making some absolutely crazy new molds, like this Venom body piece. And it's crazy. I mean, it just shows you that Lego are being pretty lazy when it comes to their figures. I mean, it's kind of sad when knockoff figures are making better figures than Lego themselves. So, yeah, Lego might want to step up their game. But I feel like I'm repeating myself here, so I'm just going to stop yapping now. But yeah, I'd really recommend buying these figures. They are just really good. But I've said that a lot, so I'm just going to stop now. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of these types of videos, because I'm kind of becoming more open to getting knockoff figures. I used to be kind of against buying knockoffs, but after getting these, I'm open to buy more, and I do have more. I have some FNAF knockoffs that I've had for about a year now that I was gonna review when I got them, but I never got around to doing that. So if you'd like to see me review those, then you know, let me know down in the comments. I would love to do that. Also, please like the video, and if you're new here, subscribe. But yeah, with all that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.